Me and my tiny friend Dalla are breaking down all of the Trails Collector's Editions today. It's just the gems, everybody. Let's go.
I feel tiny.
Yeah, I mean, you're actually not. He's not that small. I've moved back. I am in a higher chair, and I set that up intentionally as a power dynamic thing. I want to make sure that he knows that like I could crush him under my heel if I wanted to.
He invited me for this specific reason.
Right.
Yeah. I am in this like little like rocking chair, kind of just like a lounger,
like a little baby chair.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching this video. We're talking about the Trails Collector's Editions today. My name is Brandon. This is Just the Gems, and this is my friend Dalla. Dalla, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everyone, my name is Dalla from Dalla Games, and
Dalla
also
Games.
From the JRPG Pursuit.
Yes, if you guys aren't already watching the JRPG Pursuit podcast, or you could listen to it as well. It's a podcast. Yeah. But if you aren't already, please go to the description. There is a link in the description for that. Go there, subscribe, listen, because we talk about JRPGs every single week. We have not missed a week in a year and a half at this point.
Yeah.
We've been going for a year and a half, and it's a lot of great stuff over there. Anyway, today, like I said, Trails Collector's Editions. There's been some controversy in the news recently about the Trails in the Sky second chapter collector's edition being just the most expensive thing that has ever come out.
Yes.
And that's true. I'm not here to say that's not true. I am here, though, to piggyback off of that piece of news and talk about all of the other Trails collector's editions. So I hope that you find this interesting. We are going to be ranking them into a tier list. And so, as we said on our podcast, when we recently ranked all of the Trails games, as games, right? Not as their physical pieces of merchandise, as the games. We said that if we were thinking of this ranking as being like, Trails compared to the rest of video games, everything would be an S or an A, right? And that's kind of a boring ranking list. Mm-hmm. So we are just looking at the Trails Collector's Editions themselves, as if there are no other collector's editions out there in the world. So we are going to talk about what they contain, how they look, how they feel, the shelf appeal. That's a thing, right?
I think so.
Shelf appeal.
I mean, he's got a shelf.
I do have a shelf.
It's appealing to me.
That's good. That's what I want. So that's how we're going to take it. And that means that there are going to be collector's editions from S all the way down to D. And that D doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that in comparison to the rest of these, it's not as good.
Yeah, I think we're ranking in a vacuum.
Yes, we are sitting in a vacuum right now.
Exactly.
Unable to breathe. Please send help. Anyway.
I'm suffocating. So let's get to it.
I feel suffocated. Yeah. So let's begin. We had talked about going chronologically.
Yeah.
So let's start with Trails in the Sky FC. This is the first ever Trails game on the PSP, originally released in 2010? 2010? I don't know.
It says...
It came out in America later, but I'm trying to think when it came out in Japan.
I can't remember when it came out in Japan, actually.
But ages ago, right? Ages ago. Trails in the Sky, FC.
Yeah.
This is the PSP Collector's Edition, or Premium Edition, as it's known. Mm-hmm. I have never opened this. It's sealed.
Minty.
It's got that
seal,
tight seal on it.
Yeah.
The reason I haven't opened it is because I actually have the pieces from inside this collector's edition that I bought separately, like the pin, the music. Well, actually, I don't think I have the soundtrack CD. That's something I'll need to pick up at some point. But the poster, the bracer emblem, that is all stuff that for a while on Xseed's website you could purchase separately. So that's I just bought those things, and I didn't have this until last year. I bought it at, was it Midwest Gaming?
I think we're at Midwest Gaming Classic.
Midwest Gaming Classic. I found this sealed, and I was like, as a Trails guy on the internet, the fact that I didn't have this is what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's in such pristine condition is I'm not a sealed collector, but this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now that being said, if I'm ranking this as a collector's edition, it's a little unfair because I'm not able to show you the pieces. I mean, I would be able to, but I'm not going to. It's staying crispy.
This is not an unboxing.
This is not an unboxing. Well, we will be doing some unboxing.
Yeah.
But it's not...
But not a sealed unboxing.
Not a sealed unboxing. So, going based off of the inclusions, the game, right? The CD, which includes a selections audio CD.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing 8 tracks. That's what
at most, yeah.
a double-sided poster world map and the Bracer emblem pin. It's not that exciting.
No.
I hesitate to say D because I don't necessarily think it's bad, but then again, we're talking about in comparison to everything else.
Yeah.
I would actually probably put it in C.
I would say like a low C.
Yeah.
Just based off of the things that we're going to see later on.
There's a lot of...
It's not bad, it's just...
There's a lot that's much better.
It's not exciting.
Yeah.
But I think it's a product of the time.
Yeah, for sure. We didn't get these crazy NIS America style collector's editions until NIS America started doing it.
At the time, we were just lucky to get the game.
We were fantastically fortunate that they even brought this over, because if you haven't read the history of the localization of Trails in the Sky, you should check it out, because it is bonkers. Like what they went through, especially with SC, but the whole thing, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, Trails in the Sky SC, as you might know, is the sequel to FC. And I don't have a collector's edition for that because it was never released physically in North America. It was a digital-only PSP game, which I played on my Vita. So I never even played it on the original hardware.
Yeah.
Fake fan. So I don't
I
don't own this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put it down here in no collector's edition / don't own.
Yep.
Same with Sky the Third. Again, this was a digital-only release in North America.
It was just a weird time for Trails.
It was a very weird time. You got to understand, too, and I don't want to go too deep into it, but, like, we got Sky FC, and then eventually Sky SC, like, 4 years later. And then we went straight to Cold Steel, 1 and 2. And then we went back and got Sky the Third. And then we got Azure and Zero, and it was like the order of things was all over the place. So if you were a fan of Trails from the earliest of days, your experience is so radically different than somebody who's picking up Sky First Chapter today and is able to start at the beginning and just plow through it. So count your blessings if that's you. It's a very cool experience. I don't regret how I played through the game personally.
No, I think you had a great experience.
I think I had a good experience, and like it managed
built character.
It managed to hook me, and it built character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm a better person because of it.
There you go. All right.
Or am I? I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
So anyway, I expect, obviously we're getting a Trails in the Sky second chapter collector's edition. I did pre-order that monster, despite it being like a mortgage payment, right?
Yeah.
I did pre-order it, and I'm excited to have it. I did not get the Trails in the Sky first chapter collector's edition, the remake collector's edition, because it was through limited run games. I knew it was going to take a million years to come out. It's not out yet.
Yeah.
The game has been out for 6 months. It's not out yet. So there's that, plus the fact that it didn't really have anything that interesting that wasn't in the Bracer box. If you are not familiar with the Bracer box, I'll post some pictures here now so you can see the inclusions. Actually, I did a video. I will show some footage from the video of me unboxing the Bracer box. That was from Pinbox, a UK company that does a lot of merchandise for Falcom. And it's like the coolest stuff for first chapter. It's like what the world's perfect first chapter collector's edition would have been. The only thing that was in the limited run collector's edition that I would have maybe been okay having is the music box.
That would be a nice...
That's cool, I guess, but like...
But honestly...
It's... I don't know.
What you got in the Bracer box, I think, trumps that completely.
By far. So I wouldn't say I regret it. Maybe someday I'll try to find the music box on eBay or something, but...
That's true.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Trails from Zero. Okay.
From Zero.
We got it.
There we go.
Right here. Look at this bad
here.
boy. This was exciting for Trails fans to get, man, because for a long time it seemed just impossible that we would ever get this game and its sequel.
Because think about it. It was like rather recent.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah, within the last... It was pre-pandemic, but like late 20-teens.
Yes.
And this was a PSP game originally, right? This version I think is based off the Vita remake, but still, it's a very old game. It seemed very unlikely. But there's some pretty cool stuff in here, and this is kind of like where we're going to first start showing off the NIS America style collector's editions. And they all, if I'm going to be a little bit critical of the NIS America style, they all tend to be very similar. They all have all of the same things. Sometimes you will get kind of a gimmick item that's different from game to game, but otherwise you're getting an art book, you're getting a sound sampler, you're getting some kind of card-based thing, whether it's postcards or... We'll show you.
Yeah.
We'll show you.
But I do have to give them props. the quality of the box
they
put in, it is hefty material.
It's a thick boy.
Unlike some of the things that you'll see, like I think a couple of other things that we'll see in here.
Yeah.
Like just the flimsy that kind of bends easily.
A little bit of a flimsers, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the game. All of these, I should say, I don't necessarily think that I have all of just the regular box games in the collector's boxes right now. But they always come with the regular box of the game, as well as the steelbook.
Of course.
So the steelbook is a great steelbook, especially if you're a fan of the Crossbell cast. Man, look at these guys. Like, it's just great.
Oh, I love the steelbooks.
We got a OST download in here. I'm going to turn that around so you guys can't copy it. I don't know if I ever claimed it. But yeah.
I know I haven't yet.
Look at that. We got the game, and there's a little booklet in there too.
You get the artwork on the back side, or like on the inside, per se.
Oh, yeah. We can get a look at that real quick.
Yeah. So you get a little bit of the artwork in there.
So that's nice that they do that. I like that.
Exactly.
What else we got in there?
We also got a really cool cloth poster
of the team.
Yeah.
Crew. Right?
Look at them. Look at that. Good boy.
Needs to be
Good
ironed.
Boy Lloyd.
Needs to be ironed, but
yeah, that's the one thing you have to make.
And
sure.
I don't have. I'm like all out of space to like put
no.
anything like this up right now.
I mean, you see, his walls are.
It's hard
filled.
to. Yeah, you can't see everything, but it's ridiculous. I need a new house.
Exactly. Another thing is
the what's it called? Anthems of Crossbell. Anthems of Crossbell soundtrack CD. 10 tracks. Actually, not terrible. 10 is a bit on the high end.
I would say that's doable.
Yeah.
It's like usually it's like 5, 6, 7, maybe.
6, 7. Sorry.
You had to do it.
And then we have this SSS classified files. These are these like little golden book style hardcovers. You'll see a wide range in the NIS collector's editions of these in terms of size, thickness. But yeah, pretty pictures, right? If you like pretty pictures.
Don't show off too much.
No, I mean, we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, there's light spoilers in there.
There can be, for sure.
There can be.
And then, is that it for the... Yeah, so then there are the acrylic standees. Let me be blunt, I hate acrylic standees. I don't necessarily dislike acrylic art pieces. I don't like little character standees. I'm always afraid I'm going to break them. They feel like a kind of slapdash effort to put something out. Now, to be clear, it's just the ones on this side that came with Zero. And the gimmick was they would attach to the ones that were going to come in the Azure box, which we will talk about next. So you're going to preview. Here's the Azure cast. But here, this came with Trails from Zero. I mean, as much as I'm like, I don't really give a crap about acrylic standees, it's fine. It's a nice little piece to go on my Crossbell section of my Trail shelves. So
it's nice to have the characters on there.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have much in the way of like figures of all the characters yet.
Right. We have Tio. Yeah. And that's it.
Exactly. So it's nice to see something on the shelf that kind of portray the Crossbell team.
Right. Yeah. All right. Next up is Trails from Azure. Trails to Azure.
Oh, we didn't rank it though.
Oh, we didn't rank it. That's why we're doing this.
This is a ranking video.
That's why we're doing this
video.
What
are we doing here? All right.
I don't know. I never.
So for Zero, I would say
I'm leaning towards. It would be like a low B.
Yeah, I was right there thinking B, somewhere in the B range.
Yeah. As we get more Bs, we can decide how it falls. But like the acrylic standees being kind of the showpiece item, I'm not as personally not as crazy about it. You might feel differently about it. Let me know if you do. But in general, acrylic standees are not really my thing. Yeah. I do like acrylic art. Like I said, I have some bigger pieces of acrylic art that stand up. Like I have one from Japan that I got of Kai no Kiseki or Beyond the Horizon that I think is just a beautiful acrylic art piece. So I don't have a problem with acrylic. It's just standees. Okay.
It's the design behind it.
Yeah. Trails from Azure.
All right.
Hoo boy!
That's a nice boy. Here.
Yeah.
I'll
open her up. So Trails from Azure came out pretty shortly after Zero over here.
Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure out how to open a box, guys.
This one, I struggled with this one too.
It's got
I think I ruined it. Yeah, I bent it. Okay. Just the base game. Trails from Azure. Very cool. They do have good box art. I think in general. But the steelbooks, obviously, that's where it's at.
Exactly.
And I think 95% of the NIS America steelbooks are like top tier. There's
Yes.
one or two that I'm like, but for the most part, they are very good. So, love to see it.
Love it. We got another one of the books that came along with that.
The Little Golden Books. Is there a picture in here that I can show you that's not a spoiler?
Possibly. Early on, maybe.
Here, there's just like...
Beach day.
Here's Beach Day. That's good for engagement, right?
Yeah. You guys like
Beach
episodes,
Day.
right? Beach episodes.
Everybody likes the beach episode.
Here's another cloth.
Another cloth thing. I don't think I've ever opened this, actually. It's because when this came out, I was already at a place where I just didn't have room to hang anything up.
I think mine is still in my box at home, so I've not
So we're all seeing this for the first time together.
I don't think...
I've got it.
Get a good look at this, too. Oh, yeah. Aw. Okay, I love that.
That's actually I like this better than the other one.
This one is much nicer. Also, because it's got all the greats.
We got
some Wazzy.
We got some Wazzy. We got some Noelle.
Yeah, I love them.
I've always been a Noelle fan. I feel like she doesn't get enough love.
Noelle is a great character, I think.
Yeah.
She does not get enough love. I agree.
Okay, what else we got in there?
And then lastly, I think this is the last thing in here, is the track list, the CD, which is also another 10-track.
10-track soundtrack.
So which is nice.
I'm pleased by that. And then I'll show this again. Why not? The standees.
Standees. Okay.
Which, again, to emphasize, it's these four. These four came with this one.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
To me, this one, tell me if you disagree, but like, there's nothing different here. They're the same.
They're exactly the same.
They're the same.
Yeah, they have all the same parts.
Yeah.
Just different art.
Yeah. Okay. So we are into Cold Steel.
Yes.
There are a lot of Cold Steel Collector's Editions, and there are a lot of versions of the Cold Steel Collector's Editions for some reason.
And I think we should start chronologically in the scheme of when things came out.
Yes. So let's look at the PS3 Collector's Box.
Yes. So here we go. Is the PS3 edition.
Yes. PS3 edition.
Nice, like, silvery shine to it.
And if you are not aware, the PS3 edition box you could buy with Trails of Cold Steel 1. It came in this giant box, just this game. The idea was that when Cold Steel 2 came out, you would have a place to keep both of the games in this wide boy here. I don't think they knew at the time that there was going to be a Cold Steel 3 and 4 because they were kind of positioning it as, wow, you can have the whole Cold Steel collection in one box. And then it comes with a little art book too.
Yeah, I never owned this one.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Interesting. Yeah, this was the OG for me. This is the first Trails game that I ever bought, physically. The OG original.
I do like the box. I like the way it opens.
Yeah, it's got this kind of like treasure box feel.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's like an easy way to open it too.
Yeah. And this came with a pin as well. I can't find it. I have a pin box, like a pin board somewhere, and I think it fell off the wall and it might be behind a shelf right now. But a little like Thor's, or is it Thor's? The Erebonian Empire pin. So it's like the horse with wearing the helmet with like the broom on its head. You know that style of helmet. But yeah, so I mean, it obviously didn't come with a ton of stuff. It's barely even a collector's edition, but it is like a different sort of thing.
Yeah. So it's a collector's box.
Collector's box, yeah. And it has a couple of little things in it. I personally would put this at a C, a little below.
Yeah, I would say under Sky.
And how are we doing under? Is it closer to the letter is under, or is it farther away?
Further away, I think, right?
Is under. Okay, that's what we're going to say, because we're making the rules here.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so it's a little below Sky, but I don't think it's a D. Like, it's a cool idea. You know, nobody is, to my knowledge, well, I don't want to say nobody, but, like, I am not aware of any other games that did that sort of thing, where they're like, we have the series coming out, buy this, and then when the game comes out, you can complete your collection. If there's other games that did that, let me know down in the comments.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe there is. It's like right on the edge of my memory, but I can't get to it. I can't
remember one that did it quite like this.
Yeah. Somebody will know. They will tell us down there.
Let us know. And as we move further in the chronological order, we get into the PS4 edition.
Yes, the decisive edition of Cold Steel 1. So, yeah, Cold Steel 1 re-released on the PS4 in 4K, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I was shocked. I never read the I never read the back of it because I own this one as well, and it is
4K.
4K, which must have came out like around the PS4 Pro era.
Maybe it doesn't say anything about it needing the Pro.
Yeah, because like 4K was not a thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was. Who knows?
I don't know. Who knows?
But this had extra English voiceovers, particularly for Reen, because in the first couple of Cold Steel games, a lot of Reen's dialogue just wasn't voiced. And I think the lore is, and maybe this is just true, and I don't know, the lore that I've heard is that the actor for Reen in Japan is a pretty big deal, and he's expensive. And so Falcom cut corners and didn't record many lines for Reen except for like the most important scenes. And so a lot of the dialogue will have the characters audibly talking to Reen and then Reen not saying anything, like, text only.
Yeah, I think they've kept up that style.
They kind of have,
leading into even the most newest games,
and
where you have like some characters speaking and some aren't, depending on the scene.
If you've watched my channel before, you know how I feel about that. I think it's trash. But yeah, so they recorded new lines, and I think this is exclusive to the English version. Is that your understanding? So we got additional Reen voiced dialogue because Sean Chiplock just doesn't cost as much as that other guy, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember who he is in the Japanese side.
Yeah.
How popular it is, but
here we start some of these like just fancy.
Look,
I love these. Oh my gosh.
I think those are my favorite between this
steelbooks.
one and the next one we'll see.
Yeah. Just
the artwork on these are just
gorge, man.
Incredible.
And then inside, yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
if you're doing like a steelbook,
it's unique art. Here's the thing, and we've talked about this before, I think on the podcast. So often, what they're doing nowadays is they're just repurposing the same key art for like the cover of the steelbook, the cover of the collector's edition. They're just reusing it over and over instead of giving us like unique pieces of art across the product. And I think that it's great that they have like straight up unique stuff in here.
Exactly.
So there's that, and then it comes with a couple of goodies, despite not being a big old collector's edition. This is the 50 Mira coin. It's not going to probably want to focus on that, is it?
It's going to struggle.
It's going to struggle. So this is the 50 Mira coin. If you are familiar with the story of Trails of Cold Steel and the characters of Reen and Crow, you will know the importance of the 50 Mira coin. It's a heartstring tugger, for sure.
It sure is. And
what's it called? Just Trails of Cold Steel musical selections.
I don't remember how many tracks is on this one.
This one has 21.
21?
21.
Exceed coming out.
In this little box.
Thing.
Little box.
Yeah.
With just these two things. But, a very good steelbook. So this is I'll be honest with you guys, this is one of my favorite types of collector's edition item.
I agree.
Maybe it seems silly to some people, but I like these little practical items that are based on something in the real world, even if you can't use it practically, right? I can't spend this, but I like having it. I had a game once that came with a watch. I was never gonna wear that watch, but it looks cool, and I just like it.
It's different enough.
It's different.
It's something that you generally don't see in special editions or limited editions. It's I always like that. Just something that's a little different.
Yeah,
That's
different
key.
is good.
Different is good.
So I would
honestly, just for the difference aspect.
What are you thinking?
I would say a high B or low A.
We're on the same. Yeah, I think we're on the same wavelength. I'd call it high B.
High B, yeah, okay.
I'd actually put it above. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though these technically had more stuff, I just feel like that is the limited things in there are so cool that
exactly
it beats it out.
It's also just the limited things, and that artwork on the steelbook I think is exceptional compared to
beautiful.
The other ones. The other ones aren't bad.
No,
but this one was just takes the cake.
Yep.
All right, next we're gonna be doing Trails of Cold Steel 2, the Relentless Edition.
Relentless.
Look at it.
See, again, just cool cool art.
Yeah.
Like, just very cool. And then the back, the swords. Gosh.
Oh, so nice.
It's so cool.
I love it.
So
yeah,
good.
these, I have a soft spot for these two PS4 editions with from Exceed. All right, man. Just look at, man, the Steelbook. Look at that crow.
You got a crow here. I'm trying to get the light
Yeah,
on.
that
the way it reflects.
That glare is rough.
Oh, man.
But even like the other side, oh, look at that. Just, I love it.
How did they freaking do this? And this one
Yeah.
the little extras in this one are sort of like little tarot cards of the Septarians. Artistic interpretations of the Septarians. So that's pretty cool. They're kind of hard to display, so I don't have them displayed right now, but
They're nice to have.
it's a cool thing. I really like that. And just like the connection to the deeper lore of the series, which we're, you know, if you've played Beyond the Horizon, we're starting to finally see payoff.
Exactly. We're
So.
getting a lot more Septarian talk, and it's integral to the full plot. And then we have another musical collection or selections. This
How
one
many is it?
is 23
23.
tracks, which is
23.
granted. The Cold Steel games have like crazy amount of tracks.
I mean, yeah, that's like a quarter of the music.
I know.
If that.
It is wild how many tracks they have for this for these games. But awesome. But there's something that you don't have it in here. I think it's also probably on your pin board that fell somewhere. But there's an Ouroboros pin.
The Ouroboros pin. That is on
Yes.
my pin board. Yep.
Which is a nice little extra.
Yep.
Instead of getting the coin, you get this pin for this version of for Cold Steel 2.
So because it's so similar, I would put it on the same rank as Cold Steel 1. I would maybe slot it slightly below just because I like the coin more than like the tarot cards.
Yes.
That to me is like the cooler
I agree.
premium item. But they're both still very cool. Like almost neck and neck as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. That mirror coin also is very emotional.
Oh yeah.
Such an emotional thing from the game, so it's just nice.
Yeah.
So
And
okay.
it's thoughtful, right? Like I love it when the inclusions in the collector's editions are like truly thoughtful and stuff that aren't not things that are just like obvious. Everybody's gonna think that's of course gonna be in there. It's like it's good stuff.
Yeah, because it's like a specific plot point to the game that, like, if you've played the game, it's a very emotional scene and emotional aspect to that gets referenced a lot even further into the series.
And it makes you feel like you're in on it, right?
Exactly.
You're in on it with the creators of the game, the publishers, and everybody else who plays the game. Like, it's this little thing that you can point to and be like, you know, and everybody who knows is like tears streaming down their face. So I just think that those are the best kinds of items. And as much as I like the NIS America Collector's Editions in general, I feel like Xseed, if I'm being brutally honest, does a better job of picking items that are much more like thoughtful in that way. That being said, the NIS America template, which we will be getting to next, right? We're up to Cold Steel 3. That template that they have is a really good template. Like, it's really good. So let's
dive into
let's get into 3.
Oh, I'm gonna fall over on this one. All right.
Look at this thing.
Just to show you the scale of what I was trying to pick up with one hand.
Look at this freaking thing.
It is.
It's supposed to be a replica of the.
It's the Borg. They're coming.
It's
Sorry.
It's the I forget what it's called in the game now. The dungeon that you just go back to in training every time.
What was that called?
Put it in the comments, please.
Yes, I can't.
I'm not going to look it up right now because I don't want to like have a bunch of typing while we're trying to record a video.
We'll put it. He'll put it right here.
I'll put it right here. He's
Right
tied my hands, so I'm going to put it right here.
Exactly.
But
Unfortunately,
it's called that, and it's a place you go back to frequently throughout the course of Cold Steel 3.
okay.
So
it opens up from the top.
from the top, a bunch of stuff in here.
Bunch of stuff going on in here.
Oh,
did you ever grab?
I never grabbed the big thing, so we'll get that. We'll get that last.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's start with the base.
So the base game, you've got the Trails of Cold Steel 3.
Yeah, and I think that so it has a reversible cover.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I reversed it. Yeah.
It looks like you did.
I did. Because the cover, the main cover is fine, but I feel like
which is kind of cool because like you get a main version of the case with the artwork, but you also get a reversible. I know words. Artwork, which you don't see as often in these kind of things.
Yeah. And it also comes, so this is the base game. The base game, even outside of the collector's edition, came with this Anthems of the Thor's Branch Campus 5-track sampler.
Yes.
Which is like, whatever, but for an inclusion as part of just the base game that you're buying, regardless, like that's not bad. That's fine.
Not at all. Now, there's this.
Yeah.
The Steelbook for Cold Steel 3 is a bit lackluster.
Yeah, this was their first, I think, NIS America's first attempt at a Trails Collector's Edition.
Yes.
And they took some big swings, and I think some of them did pay off, and I think this one unfortunately didn't. It's cool in concept. I do tend to like minimalist things.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because the rest of the series is so elaborate in how the collector's editions are set up, it ends up sticking out more like a sore thumb than like a gem. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah, especially coming off the heels of like 1 and 2, which we just showed off. Those Steelbooks are just gorgeous with their like artwork that they used for that.
Yeah.
So it looks like they were just very modest with what they chose for this one, which is fine. It's a choice.
Now, this is where I think they did one up others, is in the quality of this art book.
Yeah,
it's like textured, like a older book, right?
Yeah.
The Thor's Branch Campus Dossier. Okay. And I do like it's like embossed and very nice. Is there anything spoiler free I can show? It's mostly just characters.
Yeah.
It's just characters. They have a few, like, here's a piece of art from in here. So, it's cool, and it's a bit thicker, it's a bit heftier, has a little more to it, and I like that. Even if I don't frequently find myself sitting down and reading the collector's edition, art books or whatever, I do like displaying them on the shelf. I think they're cool.
Okay. Next is
you
do a pretty good track list too there.
Yeah, so this is 20 tracks. Symphony of Class 7. This is the Cold Steel 3 soundtrack.
Yeah.
20, yeah. There was something, I just saw a track name in here that said something about did I read it wrong?
What was it?
I thought I saw the word pancake. I guess I did.
I think he's hungry.
Am I losing my... Maybe I'm just hungry.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought I just saw it again. What am I...
Right, let me take a look.
Okay, we're going to read all
these. Are you looking at Escape?
No, here it is. Pancake on the way home from school. I'm not crazy. Pancake on the way home from school.
Okay, so you were not crazy.
Pancake on the way home from school. Which actually is, now that I said it, I remember that song. It's a legit good song.
I'm trying to remember which one that is. We'll have to listen to it later.
Listen to it later.
And then also, you get some postcards.
Yeah, we get postcards, which is cool, because it kind of like, again, sort of like makes things feel a little more like, hey, this is a place,
Yes. And it's kind of fun because it's all like the different locations that you end up going.
Yeah, the big cities you visit.
Yeah. So it kind of gives it a little bit of a, specific touch.
Because that's really, like, all the Trails games in general are kind of about traveling around and seeing all the different parts of the country that you are in.
Especially in the Cold Steel games, as you get into further, there's a lot of... Erebony is huge, so they are definitely traveling to a lot of different places.
And even in, like, 4 2/3 games, we didn't see... There's still so much of it we never actually saw.
I know.
Okay.
So last thing, it's not here.
Oh, could you grab that real quick?
Let me go grab that.
This is the part where we make a wishy with Mishy.
A wishy with Mishy.
Yeah. So this is cool as hell. I don't know. Like I love. Look at this tail.
Man,
look at this thing.
You bushy-tailed and
yeah, like having a piece like this, something that displays well. That is again sort of a deep cut, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a super important part of the series, but it's like a deep cut lore thing. Not lore, but like it just keeps coming up in various ways throughout the series. It's just
very popular amongst the characters.
The characters of the series love this, like the Mickey Mouse of the Trails world, basically.
Exactly.
And just having this be included in the collector's edition, like to me that and everything else in here bumps it to I would call it an A.
Yeah. No, honestly, like especially with this, I love me a good. Like, give me a good plush and a set like this. That's a plush like this. Like, look at it. Look at Mishy.
He's so good.
Look at that face.
He's so happy.
It's the cutest little thing.
He doesn't know that the world is on fire. He's just a happy boy.
He's just there to spread cheer and joy and all these sorts of things. So yeah, I agree. This is definitely an A.
That's an A. Trails of Cold Steel was the series that wouldn't end.
Well, yes.
And for a good decade.
Because we love Reen.
Because, in particular, Japan.
Japan loves Reen.
Loves Reen.
So, we gotta keep going.
But let's talk about Cold Steel 4.
All right. Here's the Cold Steel. I really love the box for this.
It is very nice.
I love the colors.
It's striking because it's got Reen in his like ogre form or whatever. Yeah. So he's got the gray hair and the eyes that are creepy and glowing.
I love the dark and the reds and
it's like really like a strong contrast.
Yes.
And it's the first, right, that comes with a slip cover. They started doing slip covers a lot more often.
Exactly.
And then
the art on the inside of the slip, inside of the box, you get this really cool look at all the different characters from Cold Steel.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see them all there. Which is nice because, like, we were, as Brandon was saying earlier, having different art depending on where you were looking at within the collector's edition.
That's where it's
at. Key. All right. So let's first start with just the main game.
Main game.
It's typical.
Yep.
I think there's like some digital stuff.
And it actually comes with a CD.
Oh yeah.
A sampler CD, 5 tracks, which depending on how you feel about like physical items, that's cool, or maybe you prefer a download code. I understand that if you don't want a bunch of CDs, but it stays in the box anyway. Yeah, so no big deal.
And then you get a really nice steelbook. It's still not as like elaborate as the Exceed versions, but it's better than the third.
It is. Yeah, it is a good. It's a good way back towards like that cool, classy style. The only downside being that on the back it's just kind of the name of the game.
Yeah.
Right? So. But it's a big improvement over 3, but still not quite where we would prefer it to be.
Exactly. All right. Next, we get another one of the books that we were talking about earlier with the third.
This is the Complete Black Records, which, if you're familiar with the lore of Trails, when I heard that this was going to be in there, I was like, oh, cool. They're going to get the Black Records. It's not. No. It's not that. It's an art book.
I wish it was the actual Black Records.
Like, I think that if they were to do it now, I bet that they would put the Black Records in there because I feel like they've learned, like when we get to Reverie, they put a really cool piece in there that is like storyline pertinent. But yeah, art book. It's cool. Again, the nice binding, embossed cover. Like, it's cool. I like it.
And then you get another music CD.
Yeah, Twilight Resonance.
Exactly, and this one is 15 tracks.
15.
Which is a bit more modest, but...
but still, like,
better than, like, a smaller, like, 5-6 track disc that you'll start to see later.
Yeah, I was going to say, compared to kind of what we get nowadays, 15 is, like, that's great.
Well, you'll definitely see that as we dig deeper into these. And there's also something that's not in here. There's a cloth.
Oh, yeah.
Posters somewhere, and then there's some art cards, I think, that we did not...
You
could probably move this around.
There. You can kind of see it. I've got stuff in the way. But this cloth poster, right, came with Cold Steel 4. And it's very cool. And I've had it hung up basically since I got it. It didn't come with these little wooden things that are holding it at the top there. I think my wife bought me those for Christmas or something.
I need to get me something like that.
Yeah, it's nice for doing the cloth posters, for sure.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed. Little, like, things to hold the cloths.
Yeah.
I have to look into that. And there's also some art cards.
Yes.
I don't...
Are those...
They're not in there.
They're not in there?
So...
I saw them. I don't know. They're similar to the postcards. They're the same kind of material, but they're not like... I don't think they're of the places. I think they're just of the different characters.
Exactly. I think they were character specific.
Yeah.
So same concept, though.
Yeah, same concept. Sorry, I don't have them out. I don't know where they are. I'm actually kind of worried. But well, no, actually, we can show them. I think they're in the next thing we're going to look at, which is the 3 and 4 combined. But let's rank this one before we get onto that.
Okay, so for this one, honestly, I think I would give it... like a low B or
Yeah, I would put it...
Or like a B? Like under the Xseed ones.
Yeah, I would put it right there.
Yes.
It's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But like, again, you're going from giving me Mishi to giving me some art cards and a book that is not what it says it is. It says it's the Black Records. It is not.
That's true.
If it had been the Black Records, maybe I feel different. But yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's more than fair.
Yeah, no, I think it's that's a perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
Something that came out more recently, when they were doing 3 and 4 for the PS5.
Yes.
And so they came out with a little special edition for that. So this one has both games, 3, Cold Steel 3, and 4 in it. And in the same box. The same. Oh, I don't have the regular standard edition box in here, but it came with all the stuff, right? Or most of the stuff, right? It came with Crossbell. Not Crossbell. It says Crossbell. It came with the postcards. They do go there. Yeah, and here's the ones. Actually, I've got 2 copies of these in this box because these are the art cards that came with Cold Steel 4 as well. They are very nice.
I mean, they're glossy, right? They're little holographic, glossy cards. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
If you have a way of displaying them, if you want to put them in a frame or something, like, I think that would be a fun thing to do. I don't really have.
I have yet to figure out a good way to display them as well. So they just sit in my box currently. They
give us then a hardcover combination of the 2 art books from the previous 2 games, Cold Steel 3 and 4. Chronicles of the Twilight. Yeah, again, it's like, it's cool, but like, it is just the same. It's the same thing.
It's a rehash. For those who weren't able to get the 3 and 4 separately.
The unique piece in this collector's edition is this map of
It is a nice material, I think, right?
Yeah, it's got that kind of...
Like more...
I'm not sure what you would call that.
It feels like more like a map.
It feels, more...
Like an old school, like, pirate map, maybe.
Right, yeah.
It's like it's...
So yeah, I mean, it's cool. This is something I absolutely would display if I had the space to do it.
Yeah.
But so that's the big new thing in this collector's box. So not a ton that's all that exciting, but it's not terrible. I honestly would probably throw this in. I don't have an icon for it, but I would probably throw this in at a C.
Yeah.
C.
I think for what it is, it's mostly for people who just weren't able to get it. It's not like a true like massive collectors. Yeah.
Okay, so next up,
now we come into kind of like the transitional game between Cold Steel and the later Daybreak games, and that is Trails into Reverie. Which is also another nice box.
Yeah, it's high quality.
I love the artwork.
Very cool.
You got the Grandmaster.
Like having the Grandmaster front and center for the first time. Like she had appeared briefly in one other game, I want to say before this, but like this was her first big like...
And having her on the art.
Having her, like emphasizing that this is, a pretty important lore game, right?
Exactly. This one does not have the game.
It's on my shelf, the standard case.
But we can show off I think this is where they kind of get back into a colorful. I think this is like a very nice steelbook.
Yeah. Again, like just the front. Unfortunately, the back is still just.
I feel like that's just
the title. That's kind of what they do now.
That's what they're doing.
This, on the other, like this is good. I like this art. This is unfortunately though kind of where they started reusing pieces of art.
So you have, I think this is exact.
Yeah, this is basically the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah,
piece.
It's like slightly.
It's darker. It's like on a darker background, and it's missing the. Oh no, it's just a white background instead of a dark.
Yeah.
But they also use it for the. This is the. Where's my acrylic print at?
Is it over there?
Oh, it's over. No, it's okay. So the acrylic print. So that also uses the same art. Which is like,
I know.
Here was an opportunity to have like 3 completely different pieces of awesome key art that you could display. Like, there's no reason to display these 3 things in the same room. Like, why would you?
And honestly, right? I don't think Falcom would be pretty like hard to like work with in terms of getting other art pieces.
The only thing I can think of is that there must be a licensing fee to either Falcom or to the artist or both to use each piece of art. And they realized, hey, here's a way we can cut some costs, because these collector's editions, to be fair, are cheap.
Yeah.
Right? In the world of collector's editions, they are usually $90 to $110.
Yep.
And you don't get collector's editions that cheap in this day and age without cutting corners somewhere. So I think that's what's happening. That's my theory. I don't know.
Yeah.
We do also get a Legends of Zemuria art book. Again, hardcover. This one got damaged. I have another copy of this that is not all nastied up, but I get them mixed up all the time. I don't know if... I think I've told this story on the channel before, but like I ordered the collector's edition and it came just absolutely shredded. Like the box was ripped up, everything was crushed, and nobody would help me. Like I couldn't get in touch with NIS America. The post office wouldn't do anything about it. They did have a note that they included. They were like, sorry, we destroyed your thing. I was like, cool.
Like, what is that going to do you?
Yeah.
Be good on that part.
Will that buy me a new collector's edition? Because they were sold out, right? But fortunately, our co-host on the JRPG Pursuit, Emily, also known as Orbology here on YouTube, she had an extra copy that I was able to get. So I do have a perfectly intact version of that collector's edition as well. And I have all the broken pieces or slightly broken. Like, from the front, this looks fine. So, I could display this if I wanted to, but I have fortunately, the perfect version of that. Now, this is, to me, one of the things that elevates this collector's edition.
I agree. This sets it apart from the other ones that we just talked about. And that is having an actual novelization, like physical novelization of the 3 and 9 tale from the game.
Yeah. So if you're not a big Trails fan or aware, first of all, why are you watching this? You must be bored, and that's cool. We welcome.
We appreciate you though.
Yeah. But every Trails game up until Daybreak, I think, had a novel included in the game where you could find chapters of the story as you went through the game. And it was usually tied to like getting the ultimate weapon, as you had to get all the chapters of the book and then you would trade it with somebody who would give you...
To get some of the shards.
Yeah.
And it was always like just a fun extra lore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the books were typically, they were fictional, but they were always kind of based on real people. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing about it is you would almost always meet, I think... Is it a stretch to say always, eventually meet the character that book was based on, but usually in like a subsequent arc?
Yeah.
And so this came out, I think this was the Cold Steel 3 or 4 novel. One of those.
Which one.
I'm pretty sure it's one of those. So a few games back, right, you could find the story of 3 and 9. And it turns out that the characters in 3 and 9 are based on are a big part of Trails into Reverie. And so they included the book in a physical form so that you could read it and get caught up on the story just in case you hadn't read it in the game. And it gives you a lot of cool backstory and context for those characters. And that is cool.
Yeah. No, it's just great that they included it with this game. They went back into the lore of like, whatever Cold Steel 3 or 4, whichever it was, to bring it here just to make sure that everybody was up to speed on these characters, because there were new characters introduced within this game.
Yeah.
Fully introduced within this game.
Right, in Reverie.
In Reverie.
And it's one of those things where it's doing something unique and telling a story on its own, but it's also, again, one of those like artifacts that's sort of a... If you're in the know, you're in the know, right? Like it kind of makes you feel like a part of the broader community of Trails fans.
Yeah,
so
it's very thoughtful.
Yeah, so I really like that.
And then once again, you get another music CD.
Yeah,
this one is only 10, which is still not bad.
My favorite track name on here is track 10, and it's called "Aim a Gun at the Bullet." Aim a gun at the bullet.
I love that.
That's a good name that's a good name for a song. It's a good name for anything.
And then the sequel to Crime and Punishment and Deceit.
Oh, that one didn't make it past the editing phase, I don't think.
No, not at all.
That was the capper to that first half, or first whatever you want to call it, of the Trails series, and then we move into Daybreak.
All right, so let's pull up the first of the Daybreaks.
So Trails Through Daybreak. Once again, very cool.
You got the slipcover.
Box art. You got the cool slipcover.
Which
it's just like a transparent thing.
Yeah.
So like the art is actually on the box, but...
That's something they introduced with the Daybreak games, is this kind of slipcover.
Yeah, and that's very cool. I really like this Agnes picture on the back here with the Genesis.
The Genesis,
very cool.
I like it. Here,
So
and I'll help you with that. Let's get into it. So we also don't have the game case, the main game case in here, but I'm sure everyone who's played the game knows what that looks like.
Yeah.
But with this one, you get
the cool
steel book,
coolest boy of them all, Van Arkwright.
I love Van.
We stand Van.
We do. He is one of my favorite protagonists. I think right after Estelle.
Yeah, sometimes he beats Estelle.
Honestly,
don't tell anyone. Sometimes Van's my favorite.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think he's just he's more dynamic as a person. I think.
And like to be fair, Estelle was a teenager when she was the star. She's the same age as Van now, basically. I think, but
yes,
in terms of where she's at in the story, or at least very close. But yeah, at the time she was a kid, and she was a very cool kid, and she was a very dynamic, fun, interesting protagonist. So Van being cool does not take anything away from her being cool, but I relate a little more to Van. He's like 24, 25, 24 in the
which
first
is old
game,
man,
which in anime years is my age. I'm 42. He's 24. Flip that around. We're the same. So he's the old man.
Yeah.
And he's the oldest protagonist in a JRPG ever, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's actually probably right. The cool thing about Trails, though, is you kind of grow up with Trails almost.
Yeah.
For those who played it probably from the origins of Trails in the Sky, you probably felt such a deep connection to Estelle because you were younger. You had that sense of adventure. You wanted to go do these things, and then as you grew up, and now you play Daybreak, you're like, I really love Van.
And even that, in the interstitial time, right?
Exactly.
You get Lloyd, who is still young, but having to start out living as an adult.
Exactly.
Work life, all that stuff.
He's just graduated from the academy. He's getting into the work world. So it's just an interesting kind of series in that. I never thought about it that way, but now as we talk through this.
And then we have this cool. I just want to show this real quick. The interior art of the characters all lined up, just oozing cool in a way. I love all the casts of all the Trails games.
Yes.
But I feel like this cast is the coolest in terms of being cool. I'm not saying they're the best. I'm saying I think they're the coolest.
Yep.
And that's just how I feel.
I agree. And then we got a new book.
Yeah, this is a big boy.
Big art book. You can beat somebody with that.
This is heavy.
It's heavy.
Yeah, Trails Uncovered.
That's probably one of the biggest ones, minus the double up on the...
You want to see Albert?
Oh,
Albert's art sheet here. But yeah, again,
it's art.
It's an art book. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. It looks good for the show.
You can put that as a pull quote on the box from Brandon. It's fine.
Exactly. And then
I think that's was the backing
yeah. All right. So we got some more.
We got some cards again.
Cards.
So we're sticking with that from the Cold Steel games. These are different in that they are posters from all of the different movies that exist within the world of
which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because I personally love the movies.
The movies are a lot of fun.
Some of them are just wild.
Yeah. So if you haven't played the Daybreak games yet, basically you can go to the movie theater throughout the story, and there will be different movies playing depending on where you're at in the plot. And you watch the movie. You can hang out with somebody and watch a movie for bonding purposes or whatever. And each movie that you watch it, but it's usually just one still frame or two with some characters talking, so you get a little taste of a scene from the movie.
Yeah.
And it's usually very funny.
It's very funny, and then some of them are very unhinged.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I was watching one in Beyond the Horizon, and my wife, who is a big Columbo fan, came downstairs right when I was watching the movie, and there's a particular movie that's a Columbo parody.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And she's like, is that supposed to be Columbo? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that's just I love that.
Personally, my favorite one, I'm not going to say what it is exactly, but there's a Mishi one.
Oh, yes. Oh,
that
in Horizon, right?
In Horizon, but it's also, I think, in Daybreak 2. I think they just brought it over to Horizon, but it is completely unhinged and incredible. If you've seen it, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I love that.
It is
too
funny.
You know what? I just realized we didn't rank Reverie. We didn't put Reverie up there.
What are we doing?
We're failing.
Terrible at ranking.
We're failing at this super easy concept.
I know.
Okay, Reverie. I don't remember what was in it now, guys. What was in it?
Reverie.
Stupid. So stupid.
Reverie. What did we have in Reverie? We had the CD, art book. We had the 3 and 9.
3 and 9. 3 and 9 to me elevates that quite a bit.
Yes, I agree.
I would put it at a low A.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Yeah.
Just for that. And that's the key. If anybody from NIS America is watching, you're not. But if you were, I would say that I want that to indicate how important that sort of item is for the hardcore fans, at least us, right? That sort of thing is so coveted. It's so beloved.
It sets it apart. It really if without that, it probably would have been around the mid B.
I might even if I was in a bad mood, I might even say high C.
100%. But with that little thoughtful addition,
through the roof,
jumps it up. That's it. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Now back to Daybreak though, because we're good at ranking. We now get this new CD style for the music discs that come through. It's kind of almost like a little wallet type thing.
Yeah. Did you feel like your CDs were taking up too little space?
And you just needed more.
You needed more space taken out.
Verticality to it.
Now you can. Yeah. Now you get stuff like this.
And I think it's 8 tracks.
It's 8 tracks. Okay. Yeah. And I think for the most part, going forward, they're 8.
And I think the game comes with a digital version of this.
Of that.
And I think the art book too, right?
Yeah, at least a partial version
digital,
of the art book. And that's something that also I would love to find a way to communicate to NIS America. I am totally cool with the collector, just the regular edition, having the soundtrack download sampler. But if you're also going to give us that download sampler, give us a different selection of tracks for the CD version, or give us those and then some more, right? Make it feel a little more dedicated to the people who are buying the collector's edition. Treat it, spoil us a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. Spoil us a little bit.
I agree. If you're buying the collector's edition and you're getting the same tracks as you would from buying the normal edition of the game.
The only difference being that you get this physical thing, which is cool, but also not really that cool. It's just it's supposed to be a Zypha.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's
not the prettiest looking.
It's supposed to be a Zypha, but the cover of the Zypha is not that interesting. So
no. Yeah. And I think I don't know. Was there anything else
originally in
here? There's nothing else in there.
Oh yeah, there is. It fell down.
Oh.
It fell down.
Was I blind?
This is the.
Oh yes.
The item that, in my mind, elevates it. We do actually use this. So this came with. An Arkwright Solutions. Okay.
Oh, even Siri is
in on this.
Excited about it too.
She heard us talking about the Zypha. She wanted to make sure that we weren't thinking of jumping ship from iPhone. This is the Arkwright Solutions business card holder.
Yes.
So cool. I just love
because it's
stuff.
Something you'd never think of getting for yourself, because it's just something we don't think about.
I'm not gonna buy a business card. I didn't know that they were a thing.
Oh yeah, they're big in Japan.
Are they? Okay.
But the fact that they made this for the U.S. market, because they're making these collector's editions for the U.S. where business cards aren't as I don't know if it's as big as it was back in the day.
I always just put them in my wallet.
But we ended up using it ourselves.
Yeah, when we've gone to conventions, we put our cards in there, and then we can put other people's cards in there as we collect them from meeting people.
So definitely a cool, thoughtful addition to this.
I really, really, really like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, again, to me, tell me if you disagree, but I this goes up here for me because I'm what a cool thing.
Yes.
What a cool... If that was all that came in the box, it would have to be a bit cheaper, but like if it was a $70 version of the game back then that had the game, the soundtrack, and that, I'd be like, hey.
100%. Like,
hey, that's cool.
Like we said, with the previous one that we ranked, like this little, even though it's small, but it's like, it's just such an interesting thing that you don't ever see in other collector's editions. And it's nice to see it here, and it jumps it up. So, NAS America, keep doing those types of things.
That sort of thing is great.
That's where we need to see these, just like, even if it's just one little thing. Just one thoughtful thing for the game. All right, so we ranked that, and next we're going to move on to
DB2.
Trails Through Daybreak 2, which it's a little bit smaller. I think it's a little thinner.
It is, and I remember feeling when I saw this, when I got this initially, I was much more impressed with the first game's Daybreak 1's Collector's Edition. Just, it was thicker, it had a little more, it just felt like it had a little more to it.
Yeah.
This one, I
do
remember...
like the art, though.
The art is cool. Like, you get some pretty unique pieces on here. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll dive into it. Okay, let's see if it wants to give me a little bit of trouble again. All right, there we go. All right, so let's start with, like we said before, we don't have the main case in there, but we do have the Steelbook. And in the typical NIS America style, we have a nice little artwork on the front. And I think it's the same artwork from the box. So we're starting to see this, like,
again, this
trend
pattern.
in the Daybreak series, especially of using the same art.
The art on the inside is kind of a bummer. It's just like a infrared-looking map of Calvard with no detail. You know,
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's.
I don't care that much about the interior art. Like, I like that it's there, but
yeah. And once again, we have this time a smaller.
So tiny,
it's
right?
like,
the Daybreak one was like a big boy.
It's thin.
This is itty bitty.
Look at that.
I guess maybe it's because you don't meet that many new characters in Daybreak 2. It's
That's
a lot of
true.
A lot of stuff with characters you already know.
But the new art style is a bit different.
Yeah,
so it would have been nice to have, like.
They do spend most of the book talking about characters that we already know, though. So it's like, I don't.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We also got a nice little map of Calvert.
Yeah. So if you have the wall space and the Erebonia map, then you would be able to
show off
the entire, well, not the entire, but a good-sized chunk of Zemuria.
Especially a lot of what you're, visiting in the game. Gives you kind of a scale to how far they're going.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
It is nice. I do like this. I one day would love to be able to display the maps and stuff. One day.
Yes, and then once again, we got some art cards.
And this time they did like they did with, in Cold Steel 3, they had the cool postcards, and then 4 was just like, here's some character art.
Yeah.
They did the same thing. In Daybreak 1, they had the movie posters, and here it's just like, here's some cool character art, including, again, the cover.
Yeah.
But other things too. And it's cool art, right? Like, it's fun, it's different, it's unique, but it's not like... I don't know. It's not. I really like the unique things from Cold Steel 3 and from Daybreak 1. I think that's super cool because, again, it just makes the world feel more alive.
Exactly. No, it's always nice to have more art, but it's
the nice thing about these is if you wanted to get a frame and you had a particular, or if you just even had one that like I have some art cards from first chapter that I got with the Bracer box, which I mentioned earlier, and I picked my favorite with Best Girl Chloe because she's the best, and framed that one and put it up. So it's like you can do things like that. That's nice, but
Yeah. Last thing in here, which I have to give them props in this edition, is for the soundtrack. Now, at least the soundtrack, I mean, we still got that same, long way going, but we got some decent art.
Yeah, I do like that they gave us a piece of art and not the more abstract Zypha. It is still a Zypha, I think. Like, if you look at the back,
it's still made like,
it's still supposed to be a Zypha, but
like in the game, you have different art that you can add to the Zypha, so maybe it's the concept
that
of,
sort of cover,
cover of it.
Cover on. No, it is. Yeah, you can see.
Oh, yep, there it is.
The way it's outlined.
And I think it's 8 tracks again. But that's basically it. This is this was a very much contained.
It's a slender box. I'm gonna be brutal with you and with everyone, and with NIS, I guess. There's almost nothing in here that I think is cool at all. The map is pretty cool, but again, I can't really use it.
Yeah.
I can't display it, so it stays in the box. I would put it at a D. I think
Honestly,
that so far, this is the least impressive of the Trails Collectors Editions.
Yeah, because we're getting to the point where like this one costs just as much as I think even the first Daybreak and the other ones, but we're getting a little bit less. And there's no thoughtful aspect to this one, which after seeing the last couple that had some sort of thoughtful aspect to it, and then removing that, it's a disappointment.
It's disappointing.
So I think to me, it does drop it down there.
Yeah. For sure, and again, it's reusing the same key art for multiple things. It's like it's a triple whammy of just not where we want it to be.
Exactly.
As collectors and fans.
Yep. 100%.
Okay, let's do Trails Beyond the Horizon.
Beyond the Horizon. So this is the most newest game in the series. We finally caught up with the Japanese releases with this one.
Yeah.
And we're back to it's a pretty decent sized box.
Yeah, it's another thick boy.
It's got a lot of nice art on the front, but you're going to see the same thing again that we talked about in other ones that you might notice as we open this up. Some of the art is going to be similar. But there is something interesting in this one.
Yeah, and it's actually on the shelf back there.
Shelf.
Would you grab that and I'll start taking some of this stuff out?
Mm-hmm.
So, to get the obvious stuff out of the way, we do have the standard edition. It's actually called the deluxe edition, and I don't think there's anything less deluxe than this. I don't know what makes this deluxe. But yeah, it has a mini art book in here. Does it have a soundtrack sampler download, though?
It should. I remember it having one, yeah.
It does, yeah.
When we did, because we also did an unboxing of this on both of our channels.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we did. Again, it's like, the subtle art in the background, kind of the horizon, which is appropriate thematically.
Exactly.
Let me get this back to you.
Yep.
All right, what else we got for me?
All right, so let's move into the Steelbook, which
Steely
will fall into the same,
Again, like I love this piece of art.
Yeah.
And if it was only on here, I think I would have nothing negative to say. But because it's on multiple things,
yes,
it's the cover of the collector's edition. It's the cover of the standard edition. Like it's slightly different, right? Like you see their feet.
Yeah.
Cool, but it's the same piece of art.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, a little bummer. And then you got the Grim Garten in here, which is a castle. I just want to say the Grim Garten is a castle.
Yes.
It's not a Garten at all.
It's a Garten.
It's a whatever German for castle.
Yeah.
I don't know German for castle.
Because it's with a T, Garten.
Right, but that's German for garden.
Huh?
That's German for garden.
That's true.
Märchengarten is fairy garden.
Yes.
What that means.
So
Garden of the Fairies. But anyway.
The Japanese like to mishmash.
They do.
Little things.
They do. And that's just, you know what? That's a minor complaint. So the game gets an F from me. No, it's one of the best.
Terrible game for
one
that
of the
reason.
Best. One of the best.
No, it's an incredible game. I love that game. And then also we get another art book. It's also very,
It's very
tiny.
slight.
It's not as thin as the other one, I think. It's like maybe just slightly thicker.
Let me find
But that might be because the cover is slightly thicker.
Let me find the biggest spoiler in here and just put it up on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
No, I won't do that. But yeah, that's got, cool art. I don't know, did they switch artists at some point? I feel like the characters look a little bit different.
The artists, starting from Daybreak 1 to Beyond the Horizon, completely shifted.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Like, you can tell, like, the way like Van looks in this one compared to, I don't know, Van in the first Daybreak game, even in the art of the first game, he's like more softer. I think he's
a little bit of a soft boy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But yeah.
I haven't even opened this CD. I'm going to open it so that we can see how many tracks there are. I'm going to assume that there's 8.
Yes.
Again,
probably.
Because
I don't know if I haven't opened mine yet.
Because we are seeing patterns emerge in the NIS Collector's Edition, so we have this art, which is fine. It's like not exactly the same as like this, but I feel like that van is the same. They just kind of
The van looks the same.
They just photoshopped it a little different. And it's the same van as on the cover of this as well.
Yeah.
You know, I know we sound like a broken record, but it's just kind of a bummer. So again, the Zypha case, it is 8 tracks. You know, some decent songs. Not my favorites in the game, because
There's some really good songs in that.
Already did the digital download and got those tracks. So.
Yep.
But yeah, now the big unique item, which Daybreak 2 was lacking, was this. This is...
So, if we were talking about the Grim Garten earlier, so this was called the Grim Timekeeper.
Yeah.
And we get some chibi art.
For some reason, we get little chibis of these characters in the back here.
Yeah, which is a nice little...
Well, I guess it makes sense because
they were chibi in the
game.
In the game when you go to the Grim Garten.
Yeah,
in the map
that makes sense. In there is this acrylic piece that is a functioning clock.
Yeah.
And you put it together, and it feels like this most stressful thing that you'll ever do, because
I felt like I almost broke it.
I was like, I bent
so many
this.
times.
Is that supposed to bend? Can I bend it back? And I could, and it was okay.
Yeah.
But it's like slightly bent. But there's like a bend in the second hand. But, you know, I want to be generous and say, like, hey, it's on theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's unique, right? It's pretty unique. I've never gotten a clock like this. And like I said, I got a watch in one game once, but
yeah,
that was a working designs game back in the, the early 2000s. So.
And you brought up, like, acrylic's not your favorite, but if they are going to do acrylic...
If they're going to do acrylic, do a piece of art. They kind of paired it with these little chibi characters. So there are some standees, but there is the acrylic piece of art for the Grim Garten. Honestly, I don't... It's fine.
It's all right. I would say, like, it is thoughtful, so I want to give them that. Like, not... I wouldn't say thoughtful as...
It's on theme.
It's on theme.
It's on theme.
It's not thoughtful to, like, a specific aspect of the game.
Right. Not to the level of, like, 3 and 9 or Mishi or the 50 mirror coin. Those are, like, in a league of their own.
Yeah, so I would say maybe just B, but under Cold Steel 1. Like, behind Cold Steel 1.
Yeah.
So, like, it's...
Behind 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, because I kind of like that more than...
Yeah, I'm trying to think what... Yeah, I like it more than any of the things that were in...
And I don't know if I like it... Do you like it more than the pin and the tarot cards?
Oh, fair.
Like, that's why I'm thinking, like...
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no.
It's not as cool as the Mira coin.
But it is cooler than
the tarot cards.
Which are cool in their own way.
They're cool.
They're they're cool in the lore way, which I think I give that, in my mind, I think I give that a little extra weight. But
oh, that's true. It is lore thoughtful.
Well, I think we're gonna have to, based on what I know is left, I think we're gonna have to do some rearranging of this, because we don't have anything in S. We were playing a little too cautious, and spoiler warning, the last one that we're about to look at here, it's not an S. It's not bad, but it's not an S. So we are gonna have to do some rearranging. So let's do Nayuta.
Yeah.
Let's get Nayuta out of the way, and then we can kind of finalize the ranking to make it a little better.
So this is going to be like a little weird on camera.
Yeah, it's kind of showing up.
It's showing there, okay.
The sort of holographic...
You get the
cover.
Holographic cover.
And then there's one on the back, too.
Oh, yeah. So you got this, like, interesting holographic art, which it's different. I'll give it to them. I'll give them that.
It is different. I think it's very cool. It also, like, kind of makes me nauseous.
I feel like cross-eyed looking at it for too long.
And because they do the holographic, that means that on the inside, the box has different art, which I think is cool. I actually like that. Like, I don't have a problem, per se, with the slip covers that kind of show the art underneath. Mm-hmm. It's fine, but I like having the option of, like, is this making me too sick? Then I'll just take it off, and I can still have some cool pieces that can be displayed.
And I'm a fan of the art in Nayuta. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
I
think
the characters are kind of, like, charming looking.
They are. Like, I think I might like it more than the current style of like the Daybreak stuff, like, and especially of the Horizon. I like it. It's cool.
I think it's a lot of fun.
So what do we got in there? And there is no steelbook. This is the only Trails game.
Yeah.
that we've gotten so far that does not have a steelbook.
So there's no steelbook. You don't have the case for the game in here, which is fine.
It's on the shelf. It's
on
fine.
the shelf.
You can Google the image of that game.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So in this one, you've got another art book or a book. I think there's more than just art in here. I think there's something. It says something about lyrics. So yeah, so you got some lyrics to actual songs in here, which is kind of cool.
Interesting. Yeah, they put the lyrics in.
So it's not just an art book. I mean, there's definitely art and character designs in here, but having that, I think, gives it a little. Sets it apart.
They'll show you that I've never looked in this. But that's cool. I like that.
And then we also have. Well, here I'll save this one for a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get there. A bookmark.
Yeah, that's here, okay. Let me show you the actual thing. This is the case it came in. So this bookmark, I've never used it as a bookmark. I actually just display it in a little glass case thing because I think it's very cool. It's like metal.
Yeah, it's like, is it metal?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
yeah, it's like a little, like, you know, it's not like it has some heft to it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, and it's got some really fun art. If you've played the game, you know the character.
I like it a lot.
And yeah, I think that's actually cool. And bookmark is kind of, honestly, I think that's a cool little addition because
this is serrated. You could like cut yourself on this if you wanted. Don't
hurt me. Don't.
Bella's dead.
Yep, that's how I go, guys.
That's how he went.
That's Nayuta. And then also never opened. But this is.
It is a full. I think it's the full soundtrack.
Full soundtrack.
I'm pretty sure discs. There's 2 discs in here.
And each disc has over
33 tracks and 27 tracks.
Yeah.
So 60 tracks of musica in here. And actually, I'm gonna keep this out because I'm just gonna rip this to my computer.
Yeah, good call.
At some point after we're done here, because I never have too much Trails music. It's great for YouTube too because apparently Falcom doesn't care if you use it.
I love that.
You can just put it in the background, and Falcom's like, "That's fine, man."
That's where I use most of my music for my background in my videos.
It's like, do whatever you want, guys.
Yeah, because I love the music in general.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
They don't mind if I use it.
So this is kind of the centerpiece here.
Okay.
This is kind of walks the line between standee and art. Well, it's just a standee, I guess, but like.
It's big enough.
It's big enough and interesting enough. It's not just a single character standing in place. It's like got a little bit of depth to it and movement to it. Like, I like this more than your standard acrylic standees.
Yeah.
So I would give this this piece would get like a B in my mind because it's like it's fine.
I'm giving Brandon an F for not dusting.
Oh, I guess I haven't dusted that in a while.
Is it dusty?
Yeah, see if the light can get it.
Yeah. Not this, but I'm giving Brandon. If I were to rate Brandon on his dusting abilities right now,
I do dust my figures. Those are the things.
I've watched him do that.
Yeah, those are the things I really care about. So
I think that's everything from the Nayuta.
That's everything from the main Trail series. Let's go ahead and put Nayuta where we think it belongs.
Honestly, I think Nayuta. It's higher than her.
I think it's higher than
Horizon.
I think it's higher than Horizon.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think just the items are more interesting.
Yeah.
And I love the art. And a full soundtrack is like...
That's bonkers.
That's huge.
That's
like,
bonkers.
I've always wanted a full soundtrack in a collector's edition.
I guess maybe the person who wrote the music doesn't work there anymore and it wasn't that expensive to license it or something. Because
that's gotta be it. I mean, because it's a very old game.
It is the
PSP era.
Yeah, it's ancient.
So, yeah. I think that's where it sits.
There are a few random pieces that we just want to talk about briefly. Yeah. Let's start with the Sky trilogy.
Yep.
So this is something I picked up in Japan, and it's the Sky games. This isn't like a collector's box. This is just a compilation Super Saver Pack of all 3 of the PSP versions.
Yeah. So they're all like the individual games that you would have bought.
The original
individually.
Sky, FC, SC, and the 3rd.
But it seems like it comes with one little extra thing.
It comes with this.
What is that?
This boggles my mind. It comes with the same art cards that were included in Ys 7, I want to say.
Because like I was like, that doesn't look like.
Yeah, these are East
Yeah.
cards. So I don't like.
I don't know if maybe someone
Did I put these in here? Because no, I would have put them in the East. No, I'm sure that these came with this.
Okay.
Because I have these in my East 7 collector's box. So I don't know why they included East
trying to see if
7,
it says
other than
it
the fact
somewhere
that like that game was coming out or had just come out around the time this came out. So
Postcards.
Postocado.
16. How many does it have? So was it 16 there?
Oh, I don't think it ain't no 16.
It says there's 16, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Either way.
But yeah, it was a cool thing, and it was like no money. It was so cheap. It was just like some little corner store in Shibuya. Like,
Yeah, if I knew. Okay, we decided to do this video right when I got here.
yeah, we hadn't really planned it.
So I have a Japanese version of Nayuta as well, which also I got for like I think $2, like the equivalence of $2.
Yeah,
in U.S. currency.
stuff is so cheap.
And so you know that was cool. It's a pretty big box too, and it comes with a little like shining palm wallet.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Next, let's go chronologically from the ones that you were showing off.
Yeah.
And you've got
This is the Ao no Kiseki or Trails to Azure Japanese PSP collector's box. This would you mind grabbing those two little standees down there?
Yeah.
I forgot to get those.
this is why he has me here.
This is why he's here. But yeah, we've got, Ao no Kiseki, which means that Zero no Kiseki is the only PSP game that I don't have physically.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and then this is Dorama. So this is a
drama
Dorama
disc.
CD. So it contains, they would do drama CDs in Japan.
Yeah, they're very popular back in. No, I mean they might be still
They
popular.
might
I'm
still
not
do them.
sure.
I don't know. But yeah, the centerpiece of this is the Tio and Ellie
Little
Figmas or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. So you
big
got,
old bobblehead
Let me
guys.
pick up Tio in a way that everyone can see it. All right. So there you go.
Yeah,
See, it's
They're
focusing
cute.
They're
they're cute. They're cool.
Yeah. They're nice little cute things to put on the shelf.
Yeah, from what I've
They're
seen,
adorable.
I don't know how consistent this is, but the Japanese collector boxes seem to get fewer things than the American ones.
Yeah, they're not as like
In general.
substantial.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like in Japan they focus more on buying like figures aligned to.
Yeah, they
that.
have a lot of other products that are easily purchasable. You don't have to rely as a person who loves a series on a collector's box to get cool stuff. Like you can
Exactly.
just go to a store and buy it because
Yeah.
they live in a wonderland.
Yeah, especially for these kinds of series that are not as
Yeah, not as big over here,
big
right?
in the West.
Could you hand me Kai, please?
Yes. All right. So this one's recent. You.
Yeah, I picked this up at a book off in Japan, and it is the Trails Beyond the Horizon or Kai no Kiseki collector's box. I love it's like got that again, that embossed kind of feel to it. So it's like textured.
Yeah.
Opens up like this, and you get the same picture that's on the inside cover art of the American version of the game. That Horizon look. Comes with, the game. And this is just the thing that was wrapped around the outside of it. Because the Japanese
okay.
people keep everything. They don't throw anything out.
Yeah, buying used stuff in Japan, it's all in perfect condition,
Yeah.
and they have everything.
So here there were a couple of things that weren't really necessarily specific to Trails Beyond the Horizon, but there's a 20th anniversary Trails
Oh, that's cool.
pin.
That's a nice, it's a big pin.
Yeah, so it's a solid one. It's not like
Yeah.
one of those cheap ones. And then trading cards,
The
20th
20th
anniversary.
Oh, that's nice. I've
So
actually
you
not
got-
seen this one yet.
Yeah, so you got all the different characters. I don't know if I'm assuming that like different boxes came with different ones. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah, I wonder if that's the case.
If it was like a blind box kind of situation. I mean,
Yeah, cool.
maybe not. They are covering every major cast, so maybe this is just
that's
what
true.
it was. Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff to just have be in here. And then can you grab
They have a
that?
BGM card, so you can
So you can download it, or can you grab that disc there?
disc.
The Kai no Kiseki
Soundtrack,
which I think is soundtrack mini.
Yeah.
So eight tracks.
Okay.
And I think it's the same tracks that we got in the American release. So, it's
so you got to say, like,
fine.
The Japanese special, limited editions are not
quite as good. I think, we got that couple of extra things in here because it's the 20th anniversary when this game came out in Japan.
Yep.
So, cool. I would rank the... I wouldn't rank the Sky Trilogy box because it's not a collector's set.
Yeah, it's not really collector's.
And the only thing it comes with is from a different game. So I wouldn't rank that one. But
such a choice.
I would say Azure would probably be C. I would say high D. High D.
High D?
Yeah. And Kai, I really think the box is very cool, and I like the 20th anniversary stuff in there. I would probably put that at a C.
I would switch that around.
Think so?
I would put the Azure up.
In a C and then...
In a C. Just because at least it comes with, like, figures and stuff.
The Figmas are cool, yeah.
The Figmas are cooler than I think what they put in the Kai.
Well, since we don't have the art for those things...
It's not going to show up on
you
here.
at home can just pick your side, who you're with here.
Who do you agree with?
Create that in your mind.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comment. Are you Team Dala or are you Team Brandon? And frame it that way so that it feels like a competition and hurts our feelings, please.
Team Dala, Team Brandon.
Yeah.
This is what the new version of Twilight is. So
that's what I've always wanted.
The 2026 edition.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so before we wrap this up, we need to do a little tweaking here. So we need to start shifting some things north.
Yes, I would say 3 definitely needs to go S tier.
Yeah.
I would say Reverie.
Let me put this how I would do it and tell me what you would do differently.
Yeah.
I would go... Actually, that might be all I would do. I would put 3 up in S because I think 3 is far and away the best of the collector's editions. I would move Cold Steel 1 up to A because just the emotional weight of including that coin, it's a cool thing. It's like, it's the perfect, in my mind, like the perfect thing to put in a collector's edition. Like the Octopath Traveler collector's edition came with a leaf coin, similar like big metal heavy thing, and I love that. I love that.
The Octopath Traveler Collector's Edition is
a beautiful box.
Also, because it's also like a pop-up.
It's a pop-up book. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. Would you do anything else?
I'm trying to see. I for the most part, I do agree with this. Okay. I think 3 definitely goes up to an S. I'm trying to make sure. I think from looking at the A tier section, I don't think I'd move them around any differently. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if I would put Cold Steel further up. Yeah,
I'm not feeling like anything necessarily needs to be moved horizontally.
I think it's in the right place. Yeah, I think this is good.
This is good.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to...
This is definitely worth dismantling my game room for, would you say?
The craziness that is like right next to me. There's just mountains of boxes now.
But we've destroyed everything in here.
Look at the shelf is empty right now.
To put this together. So if you think that's worth a like and subscribe, please consider doing a like and subscribe for us. And thank you for watching. Be sure to go to Dala Games. We'll put a link in the description. And maybe we'll do a pinned comment. How does that work? We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll comment something.
He'll comment soming stupid, and we'll pin it.
It'll be very, very stupid.
It'll be so dumb, and then you can follow him back to his channel.
I'm going to comment Team Dala as myself.
So you'll be able to get to his channel. He makes great content, and he likes a lot of the same stuff that we do, right? If you're watching my videos, you probably share a lot of the same kinds of tastes in games, and Dala's another guy who's going to be talking about stuff with his own unique spin on it. Yep. And that's great. And you should also check out the JRPG Pursuit if you have not. I think probably a lot of you have. But if you would consider subscribing to the podcast, that would be fantastic as well. So...
yeah,
I think we did it. It was like 90 minutes. I don't know how much of this I can cut out. I don't think you can, because it's all showing stuff.
I know.
If I don't show it, then what was the point of doing it?
It's gonna be a beefy episode.
It's just a beefy video.
Yeah,
if you like the beef, Comment, I love the beef, down in the comments.
It's gonna be
I'm sorry.
The comment section is going to be like Team Dala, Team Brandon,
Team Dala, I
love
like
the beef. Oh, there was something else that we brought up. There's a couple times that we brought up something about the comments.
Thank you for commenting. It really does help.
Yes.
And thank you for watching. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching.
Yes. Let's not make this another 20 minutes long. Everyone, thank you so much. Take care.